The truth is out there, UFOs and alien encounters. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics out there, UFOs and alien encounters. It's a subject that has captivated humanity for centuries, with reports of strange objects in the sky dating back to ancient times. We're going to dig into all of it, from early sightings to modern-day investigations, government cover-ups, and the cultural impact of UFOs. We'll examine the most compelling cases, the evidence and the theories. This isn't just some fringe idea anymore. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to embark on a wild ride. Get ready to have your mind blown. Strange lights in the sky, early UFO sightings. Let's kick things off by going way back. Before Area 51 and Roswell, people have been seeing weird stuff in the sky for centuries. I'm talking about ancient civilizations recording strange objects and lights in their texts. Like, what were these early cultures seeing? One of the earliest recorded UFO sightings dates back to 1561 in Nuremberg, Germany. People reported seeing a bunch of weird objects in the sky, like spheres and cylinders, just flying around. They even said there was a battle in the sky with some objects crashing to the ground. Dude, imagine witnessing that back then. They didn't have explanations like weather balloons or drones. Then you have all these medieval paintings and tapestries with these bizarre flying objects depicted in them. Were artists just being creative? Or were they trying to capture something real that they saw in the sky? It makes you wonder, man. Think about it. For centuries, people have been looking up at the stars, wondering if we're alone in the universe. And throughout history, there have been these tantalizing glimpses of something unexplained. The UFO craze begins, the 20th century and beyond. All right, so fast forward to the 20th century and things start to get really wild. We're talking about the birth of the modern UFO era. World War II was a turning point. Pilots were reporting seeing these weird glowing objects they called Foo Fighters following their planes. What were those things? Nobody knew. Then came 1947 and the big one, the Roswell incident. A rancher in New Mexico finds debris scattered across his field. Metallic stuff that nobody could identify. The military initially says it's a weather balloon, but then the story changes and it becomes this whole big cover-up conspiracy. Did a UFO really crash in Roswell? It's a debate that still rages on today. But Roswell kicked off this wave of UFO sightings in the 1950s and 60s. People were seeing saucers and lights in the sky all over the place. This was also the time of the Cold War, so there was a lot of paranoia and fear mixed in with the excitement. They know something, government and military involvement. Okay, so we've got all these UFO sightings happening, right? The government can't just ignore this stuff. So they start their own investigations. Project Blue Book, Project Sign, Project Grudge. They had all these programs dedicated to studying UFOs. But the big question is, what did they find? The official line was that most UFO sightings could be explained away as misidentified aircraft, weather phenomena, that kind of thing. But a lot of people believe the government knows more than they're letting on. They think there's a cover-up going on, that the truth is out there, buried deep in some secret file somewhere. And you know what? I can't say I blame them. There have been too many credible witnesses. Pilots, astronauts, military personnel who have come forward with their own stories. These aren't just some random people seeing things. These are trained observers, and they're saying they saw something extraordinary. Then there's the Pentagon's AlienAbduction program, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification program. They admitted that some of these UAPs displayed technology that we don't understand. Chapter 4. Close Encounters. Famous UFO sightings and encounters. Alright, so we've talked about some early sightings and government involvement. Now let's get into some of the most famous UFO encounters, the ones that really captured the public's imagination. We're talking about cases like the Tic Tac UFO, that weird oblong object that was spotted by Navy pilots off the coast of California. They caught it on video, man. It was moving in ways that defied our understanding of physics. Then there's the Rendlesham Forest incident, where US Air Force personnel stationed in England saw strange lights in the forest. They even got close enough to touch one of the objects. What the hell was that? And who could forget the Chicago O'Hare UFO sighting? In 2006, a bunch of airline employees saw a metallic disc hovering over the airport. It just shot straight up into the sky and disappeared. These are just a few examples of the countless UFO sightings that have been reported over the years. A lot of these sightings have multiple witnesses, radar confirmation, and even photographic evidence. Chapter 5. Taken, abduction claims, and alien encounters. Now, things are about to get really weird. We're talking about alien abductions. This is where things go from intriguing to downright terrifying for some people. People who claim to have been abducted by aliens often describe similar experiences. They say they were taken from their beds or cars, brought aboard a spacecraft, and subjected to medical examinations. One of the most famous abduction cases is that of Betty and Barney Hill. In 1961, they claimed they were driving through New Hampshire when they encountered a strange craft in the sky. The next thing they remember, they were miles down the road, missing several hours of time. Under hypnosis, they both described being taken aboard a UFO and examined by strange beings. Then there's Travis Walton, a logger who disappeared for 5 days in 1975. He claims he was abducted by aliens while working in the Arizona woods. The story is wild, man. And there's the Allagash abductions, where 4 friends camping in Maine all claim to have been abducted simultaneously. These abduction stories are often met with skepticism and ridicule. Chapter 6. The UFO phenomenon. Its impact on pop culture. It's no surprise that the UFO phenomenon has had a massive impact on popular culture. Movies, TV shows, books, they've all been influenced by our fascination with the unknown. Think about it. The X-Files, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Independence Day. These are just a few examples of how UFOs and aliens have been depicted in entertainment. These stories tap into our deepest fears and desires. They make us question what's really out there, whether we're alone in the universe, and what would happen if we made contact with an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. Would they be friendly or hostile? Would they want to help us or destroy us? The truth is, nobody knows. We're drawn to the mystery, the possibility that there's something more out there than what we can see and touch. UFOs represent the ultimate unknown. Chapter 7. A new era of disclosure, the modern UFO phenomenon. We're living in a strange time, man. The stigma surrounding UFOs is starting to fade. The government is being more open about what they know, or at least they're pretending to be. The term UFO has even been replaced with UAP, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. It sounds more official, more scientific. In 2021, the Pentagon released a report on UAPs that sent shockwaves through the world. They admitted they couldn't explain many of the sightings their pilots had reported. They even acknowledged that some of these objects displayed technology that was beyond our current understanding. So, where do we go from here? Chapter 8. Are we alone? The search for extraterrestrial intelligence. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, is one of the most profound endeavors in human history. We're using radio telescopes and other advanced technology to scan the cosmos, listening for any sign of a signal from an alien civilization. So far, we haven't heard anything definitive. But the universe is a vast and mysterious place. It would be incredibly arrogant of us to assume that we're the only intelligent life out there. Think about all the exoplanets we've discovered in recent years, planets orbiting other stars. Some of these planets are located in the habitable zone, where conditions might be just right for life as we know it to exist. The quest to find alien life isn't just about satisfying our curiosity. It's about answering some of the biggest questions we can ask. Where did we come from? Are we alone? Outro, keep looking up. Well, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today. From ancient sightings to modern-day investigations, we've explored the mysterious world of UFOs and alien encounters. We've talked about government cover-ups, abduction stories, and the cultural impact of this phenomenon. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, there's no denying that the UFO phenomenon raises profound questions about our place in the universe. It makes us question what we know, what we believe, and what's possible. The truth is, we don't have all the answers, but that's okay. The search for knowledge is a journey, not a destination. So keep looking up at the stars, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring the mysteries of the universe. Thanks for listening, everybody. Stay curious and keep looking to the skies.